Pro Cycling, your Tour of Britain winner, Sir Bradley Wiggins.
It is only acceptable for an athlete to have a TUE, a therapeutic usage exemption, if and only if that athlete has a pre-existing medical condition with which that medicine is required in order to treat it. So it seems strange that the Parliamentary Standards Committee have ruled in a report investigating the accusations around Bradley Wiggins' usage of triamcinolone, corticosteroid, Kenacort, that his usage of that was unethical but didn't cross the line, despite both conditions in order for the committee to call it illegal doping in sport being met. One, the committee believed that Bradley Wiggins used triamcinolone in preparation for events, and two, that triamcinolone has no medical condition for which it is required in order to treat. If I wanted to reach my watt per kilo potential in the fastest possible time, faster than I could do through diet alone and training, then I would use triamcinolone. Triamcinolone will strip me down and retain my power at the same time, allow me to train just as hard as I need and strip off any excess weight in the shortest possible time. And we all know that Bradley Wiggins, as you can see, has had a problem with that. Yet, despite everything in the report pointing to the usage of triamcinolone, it cannot be conclusively proven by the committee that that is what it was. Because if it was proven, then Bradley Wiggins would be stripped of his Tour titles, Tour de France 2012, stripped of that, stripped of all his Olympic medals, a legacy destroyed. And so you can understand why there might be a massive scramble to do whatever it took to cover it up. Back in 2012, I heard of Bradley Wiggins, a British cyclist, and it piqued my interest. It piqued my interest in cycling, the buzz around cycling that Bradley Wiggins and the Team GB had created piqued my interest in cycling. And the 2012 Olympics here in London, there was a stadium built on the back of the hype that Team GB and Bradley Wiggins had created. And I decided to go and cycle there for the first time. And that was what got me into cycling. I went for a session around the velodrome and never looked back. And it makes me think, if Bradley Wiggins didn't take the TUEs, would Bradley Wiggins be Bradley Wiggins if it wasn't for his TUEs? And what would that have meant for me and everybody else that Bradley Wiggins and Team GB had inspired? It just makes me think what a double-edged sword it is. If we hadn't have heard of Bradley Wiggins, would it be somebody else stepping into his place? If he isn't willing to do what it takes, then would somebody else be? All I see in Bradley Wiggins is somebody who is willing to do what it takes. Think if you were given the chance you were told you could be the top of cycling, you could be the best cyclist in the world if you just did this. You have the chance to be the best cyclist in the world. Would you take it? You know, most people don't even have the chance that if they took these TUEs, they still wouldn't be the best. So, Bradley Wiggins is still a 1 in a million where, you've won one lottery and then you entered another ticket and you won it again. What is the chances? And so if you're given that chance, you can understand why someone would take it. What I don't like about this is the conspiracy to deceive us, treat us like fools, that we don't know what is going on, that we can't see the obvious. It just makes me wonder, why would you do it? Why would you enter the cheat code? It's not going to feel like it should. And it's just the sad state of affairs at the top of sport where if you're not willing to do what it takes, then someone else will be. And so given that strange level playing field, then it seems a way probably to justify doing what you need to do and take a TUE to ride the ethical, unethical line. Was it to fulfill a childhood dream of cycling? Was it unethical to inspire thousands of kids to get into cycling, to do it for your country at the Olympics, do it for the country to win the Tour de France? Or was it just for the money? Was it for the fame? Was it for all of the above? That would be interesting to find out. I wish if these accusations are true, then I would just wish that Bradley Wiggins would be honest. I wish that Bradley Wiggins would be honest and tell us about the hard work. Tell us about the hard work that it took to get to the top and, what is really going on.